Hi, guys. Hello, hello. I wasn't planning on being here, but I decided I would because I was just doing a video to post for those of you who are insomniacs or who have some other reason for not being able to fall asleep. I just did a video for all of you, and it's locked and loaded to be used at any time that you need. But I thought, since I'm here and since I'm awake and since I'm in that mode, and since I've picked a proxy to use for everyone who can't sleep, I thought, why don't I just be here now for you guys? So, hi, Steph. Hi, Mary Louise. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Bryce. Hi, Jax. It's good to see you guys. I was just thinking that, Lily gave me an idea that maybe instead of doing what everybody else does, which is not, you guys know me by now. This is not what I do. I want to be available to help you connect to healing energies in the way that you need most, despite what I'm sending to you, because I don't send you energy. We've talked about this before. I allow you an opportunity to entrain upward inside your own innate connection to universal light force energy simply by using me as a conduit for that increased energy intake. So that's what I'm doing here. And while I'm never going to do, I'm sending healing for your sacral chakra. I can probably educate people about Reiki by letting you know what kinds of things Reiki can assist with. And insomnia is one of them, as you guys well know. Hey, Lorianne, I saw you pop in on Instagram over there, but now you're here on YouTube. Either places, it works. So you watched a video on TikTok. Am I supposed to know which chakra needs attention? Because I honestly have no idea. I just go with the flow. Whenever I have a Reiki client come to me, I never ask them what they want. I don't want to know. And here's why. There's an intelligence in Reiki that allows energy to flow for your highest need at that point in time, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay. You do not have to direct it. And in fact, you should not direct it. If I am directing it to you, and I am hoping and hoping and hoping, and we will heal this cancer in your sacral chakra. We will heal this energy for cancer in your sacral chakra. I can be thinking that, and I can be putting my hands there. Absolutely. Might it work? Maybe. But what I know definitely does work is that the energy from the universe works with your high self committee, convenes with my high self committee to allow you to receive energy for your highest good, despite what we both think. That energy may flow straight through that chakra and go, oh, first, before we attend to this, we need to go up here and go do work on this business over here. It will go to where it needs to go first. And yes, there are times when I've worked with clients in person where they've said, I've got a broken hip. Can you help me here? I'm going for surgery. And of course, I'm going to put my hands on where it's obviously painful to them, because there can be a soothing, and sometimes the warmth of energy might be present for them and help them. But I don't know that that's what their highest need is, because why is their hip broken? Why did they get to that point where they had an incident such that their hip broke? Now, they may say, I fell out of bed, or I slipped on the ice, or it's just I have osteoporosis, something. But why? There's always a why behind it. Reiki entertains the why behind the ailment, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, in tandem with the combination of things that allowed something to eventuate. Okay. This is why I don't do that. I'll put my hands there for you, but in my head, that is not what I'm thinking. What I am thinking is that I am absolutely grateful that this person has requested assistance and is open to the idea of healing in the way that they need most. And I let go. So, Jax, you saying that you just go with the flow is absolutely the right thing to do. People who say this is for your sacral chakra, for example, sure, they're intending energy, healing energy to go out and to be absorbed into people's sacral chakras, but everybody might not need that. And I would rather be crystal clear up front about what's going on instead of having people misunderstand what's going on? So thank you, Jax. That's a perfect question, and I'm really happy you asked it. Miri's here and Cora is here. So wonderful. So because I've been thinking about insomnia and why, you guys are up and it's excruciatingly late in North America, and I'm here in Kenya and it's 9 a.m. Let's face it, it's 9 a.m. and I'm wide awake. You're not. What can I do to help you? Because that's kind of why I do Reiki, is to assist people. So the stone that I often go to for incidents of insomnia or having disruptive thoughts to my regular thought pattern, the things that steer me away towards fear and worry, I always grab an amethyst. I used to put an amethyst crystal next to a geode. I had a geode. I gave it to my son. I used to put it beside his bed at night, and he knew that the energy of that would be ameliorating any of the lower vibration energies that came through thought or were just in the air around him from his aura, from his day that gets stuck there and move around. That energy is there, and we can do things to ameliorate it. And a amethyst geode is a really good one for that. So that's what I use. Steph says she's been better about her sleep, but some days you find yourself procrastinating your sleep routine. Do you know why you procrastinate your sleep routine? Why do you do it? What do you get out of procrastinating it? Are you worried about falling asleep and having bad dreams? Or are you worried about quiet time, being alone in your own head? Because by staying awake, that's a secondary benefit for you, even though it's not good for you necessarily. And it might wreak havoc on your body because you're exhausted. The secondary benefit is that you don't have to be alone with your thoughts. Is that something that you're avoiding? This is why Reiki, falling asleep, getting attuned to Reiki level 1, you can put your hands on yourself and fall asleep with Reiki guiding you. This is why I recommend it over and over. Okay, so Mary Louise is snuggled up, right? And Bryce in Bali is ready for a nap because, of course, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you. So if you want to put music on, go right for it. All right, so Lorianne's going to join me for the sample Reiki session tonight. And while I mentioned that it is focused with insomnia in mind, it's just because you're all falling asleep right now. My hands have been going the whole time I've been talking, by the way. Some of you are easing into it. Lily, if you're curious, I've got an amethyst. I explained amethysts and their assistance with keeping lower energies away from you while you sleep. Or if you have energies that are lower in your thought process, it helps to ameliorate them and shift them. And it sounds like Milan could use a little of that today. So somewhere between your breath and your body, find some comfort in any way that you choose. Ooh. Oh. Whether you're standing or sitting or laying down, doesn't matter. Just breathe. And allow your body to find a place of comfort. If you feel called to do this, place your hands on the back of your head. If you're laying down, just cradle your head in your hands. Wherever your thoughts go. Notice the contents. They're just thoughts. That have detail. When you observe the detail, thank yourself for noticing in between your body and your breath. Lean into this present moment. When your mind wanders, notice that it did. Thank yourself now for noticing. And between your body and your breath, be grateful for your present moment. And your innate connection to universal life force energy. And this moment, which you've chosen, if you feel called to put your own hand somewhere on your body, feel free to do so. All the while, being grateful for your innate connection to universal life force energy. And remember, no matter where your thoughts go, it's okay. Observe the content. Be aware of your observation. And on your next breath, thank yourself for being here in the present moment. Choosing to amplify your innate connection to universal life force energy. Some of you might be wondering if you're looking at me. Not that I want you to. It's okay to keep your eyes closed and to be falling asleep. You notice my hands are in a very different position than they normally are. This to me signifies energy being required in the back of chakras. And no longer is the amethyst the sole proxy. My arm has become the proxy. The slow movements you may have noticed throughout, where there's the guidance of shifting energy. And my hands simply going with the flow. I noticed right at the beginning the back of the chakras, the will center, the back of the brow chakra, requiring attention energetically and requesting it. Just why my hands are like this. And I can see it energetically. Okay, I'm going to ask the universe to allow this session to find its natural decline in momentum for anyone who's joined here. And allowing what they need for their highest good, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, to find its way through their system. Let me just check. Yeah. If you've fallen asleep, that's great. If you're falling asleep, don't look at me, don't touch your device. In fact, you can turn your device off now. Mhm. Very interesting. I need to move my feet. I hope this has helped some of you find a place of comfort for your evening. Thank you, Lorianne, for helping people connect along with me. Your hands and your feet are tingling, and a thunderstorm is happening outside. There's so much kinetic potential in thunderstorm. It's a time that I would sit and breathe and lean into harnessing anything that's available for my highest good. I know that you would probably do that too. All right. There's a lot going on today. I feel like I could be here for hours with this. But I'm going to say thank you for what we did together today in opening up higher energy access through our intention of being in the present moment. You are very welcome, Mary. Glad to have you here. Is it normal to feel the calling to have your hands in two different places? Absolutely, Jax. Absolutely. Go with it. There's nothing that's not normal, as odd as it may seem at the time. If you are intuiting to put your hands in two different places, then do it. Don't question it. Go with it. Oh, Cora, this was incredible. She said, I felt heat in my feet and heart area. Thank you. Cora, you're very welcome. Oh, this is an interesting point. Thanks, Bryce. Oh, my hands are still going. I'm just going to hold them together for a bit. Very consistently on our time together, I have a powerful connection in my third eye and crown. Today, I felt there was as well an intense connection above my belly button that I haven't experienced. Your belly button, 1 inch below, is your sacral chakra. I think in Qigong, I'm not a master of Qigong whatsoever, I believe that that is the seat of your fire. All right, this is the everything that is your existence that sits in that area, according to the studies in traditional Chinese medicine and in Qigong. So something was being addressed and looked after in that area for you, Bryce. It's very cool. Sacral chakra has to do with productivity and creativity. Whether you are creating what you need to create to feed that part of your soul, or whether when you set a goal, you achieve that goal. It has to do with producing and garnering effects that are good for you. So that's on the mental and emotional side of it, aside from being your lower digestion and your reproductive organs in that area. It has to do with the productivity and creativity and how you feel. And often our creativity allows us to express our feelings. So when we cannot create, or when we set out with an intention to produce something and we can't get there, we feel defeated. We feel sad. We feel like we're not doing what we should be doing. So you are getting assistance. And if you're feeling it above it, then it depends on how high above it was. If it was just an inch above your body, then it's in that physical sense for your body. If it's a little bit further, 6 to 8 to 10 inches out, it's working on that emotional layer. So I hope that makes sense. Hello, Wade from Mexico. Welcome. I just finished doing the session, but Wade, I just did a session and I will be posting it in a little while for people who can't fall asleep. So I'll post that across all 3 channels and then you guys can use that when you need it. I did it before this one because I wasn't going to go live today, but then I'm here, I'm awake, I'm ready to go, and found this to be really, really beneficial. All right, Lily, super strong today, feeling a bit agitated right now. Both my hands and feet are still, me too. So my hands are still going, even though I'm holding a coffee in one, there is still movement occurring. My feet, I said at the end, I have to move my feet. My feet are very tingly, and I know that's what a bunch of you said as well. So I think collectively, we're just noticing a similarity right now and a rise in that energy. It's normal. Don't worry about it feeling or being weird. You're not weird. This is normal, even though it sounds strange. There we go. Milan, you're very welcome. She wants to thank everybody abundantly. All right. Milan, breathe your present moment whenever you can. And the rest of it's all okay. We'll see you next time. Okay. And for Bryce, that resonates strongly with you. So the changes that you might be noticing in your body physically and your emotions and your mentality, I'm glad that that makes sense to you. That's what's going on. Yeah. There's a hara. Yeah. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's the fire seat. It's where we pull energy in and out. We also have a hara line that connects us directly to the center of the earth, where we pull in and draw energy and ground ourselves from. We learned that in the Reiki master level. Can't remember if it's level 3A or 3B, but one of them I learned it in. It's 6 minutes from midnight for Wade. All right. Well, I hope that those of you who are here are doing okay, and we wish Milan well as she moves forward in her situation. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish doing up the video that I did for anyone who can't sleep. I won't post it to YouTube yet. I'll post it sometime later on this afternoon, my time. All right. You're very welcome, Mary Louise. Wade says 16. I'm not sure. Rayanne, you were here. Okay, great. I didn't know you were here, Rayanne. I appreciate you being here. Cora, you're very welcome as well. You guys go off. I'll watch y'all sign off. I'm going to stay here until I see you all go away. Except for maybe Lily, but she also has to get up and get going. Hey, Jax, you're very welcome. All right, get to sleep. And I'll post the other video later on this afternoon. Okay. You guys are very welcome. It was very interesting today. The whole proxy shifting to being my arm was very interesting for me. Like it when that happens. It changes it up for me. It keeps it interesting. It's just not the same old. It gives me something else to go, ha ha ha. Yes, this is what's happening. Reminds me of the interesting things that can happen with energy therapy that are completely normal. Okay. All right. You're very welcome, Bryce. And I'll see you guys later. I said I was going to wait for y'all to sign off, but apparently some of you are asleep and you might not sign off. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later.